Okay, the White Rose Maths Barvember problem for Wednesday, the 7th of November. Annie and Bilal have £219 in total. Annie gives Bilal £35. Annie now has twice as much as Bilal, and we are asked how much money did Annie have at the start. Okay, so what we're going to do is draw a block to represent what we have at the end, because that's when we see how the two amounts relate to each other. So Annie and Bilal, isn't it nice when the examiner gives you an A and a B? Okay, so Annie has twice as much as Bilal, so I'm going to draw that, and there we go. That's supposed to be approximately the same, and Bilal has at the end half that amount. Okay, so this is the situation at the end, and at the end there is £219. Now do note that no money leaves the system, as it were. It's not that £5 was spent somewhere else or given away somewhere else or something like that, or someone was given some more money from outside of this system. There's always going to be £219 in this system of Annie and Bilal, because the money is only exchanged between them. Okay, so what happened before this point is that Annie gives £35 to Bilal. Okay, so she had, at the end she had this, but at the beginning she had £35 more than this. So I'm going to do this. This represents this £35 that she had at the beginning. Okay, this amount was given to Bilal, so at the beginning he was minus this amount. Okay, so this amount went from here to here. Okay, I could use a different colour, but I'm not going to bother. I wouldn't have that if I was doing it with pencil and paper. So, and we are asked, okay, so how much money did Annie have at the start? Well, no, here are our equal size portions. I know I can work out what each of these is worth. So if I do 219 divided by 3, well, 3's into 21 gives me 7, and then 3's into 9, 3. I know that each of these, this is 73, this is 73, and I'm just going to put it under here. This also is 73. Okay, so I could work out what this amount is. I don't need to, but I can work it out. 73 subtract 35 would give me 38. So if I was asked how much Bilal had at the beginning, that would be that amount there, because this is the amount that he got from Annie. I could, draw it like that. But at the beginning, we want to know what did Annie have at the start. Well, that's all of this, including that £35 that she gave away. So we have 73 times 2, so 146, plus the 35, that's going to give me 181. Okay, so that whole amount there is 181, and that's actually what we're asked. Okay, what we can do if we want to check if this is right, 181, this is what Annie had at the start, and remember this is what Bilal had at the start. 181 add 38 does give us 219. Okay, but how much money did Annie have at the start? That answer is £181. Okay.